Okay, so this is what it looks like when you log into Canva. Depending on what you are using it for, there are a ton of different built-in templates. So you can go ahead and click on, you can even search what you may need, like Instagram, Instagram post. And it will come up with all of the templates that you could use for Instagram. And usually I'll go ahead and search what I need. There's also the templates drop down here. Oh, it takes you back there, but so you can create a Facebook post, Instagram post, Facebook cover photos, flyers, presentations. Actually, all of my previous Reboot with Rachel presentations were built in Canva, and my virtual background that you're seeing here was also created in Canva. You can do cards, business cards, invitations. There's just a plethora of things that you can do. Like I said, I also created, I have a creative resume, and that was built in Canva. There's just a plethora of things that you can do in here. So I think the easiest, or I think I'm gonna walk through just like an Instagram post. I think that's probably the most common. Even for Facebook posts, I tend to use a square image most of the time, which is, you can also, I think the paid version, you can, if you create a design, custom dimensions, okay, you don't even have to do the paid version. I usually plug in 1100 by 1100, which makes a great size for a square, and it's a higher like DPI, which is dimensions per inch, or dimensions by pixel. I'll have to look that up, but DPI is just the size of the pixels in the square. But anyways, so here are all of the templates. And you can just scroll through depending on what you're needing it for and click on one. Let's see. I'll do this if our weekly podcast, one thing that I want to start implementing more is highlighting our guest and just putting like from that episode on here with their name or in the episode number. It's a great way to highlight someone. And the nice thing is you can also upload your own photos in it. Here are all of the photos that I have here, so, or that I've used in the past. So I can even like just upload it and then drag it and drop it. And then you can see with this photo, it looks like there's already this template has a built-in filter. So if you click on it and go to filter, you can click none. See how it changed it a little bit? It already had one on there. Mm-hmm. So you can mess with your filters, your effects. Oops. Once you do the paid version, you can remove the background. And there's just a ton of different things you can do. You can edit it in here and adjust your brightness, your contrast, saturation. You can crop it or position it how you want in the square. You can make it bigger. And then down on the left-hand side here, there's also, you can go to your text, and I love that they have a bunch of different text options here that you can choose from. So say if you didn't like this happy birthday, you can delete that. And this cheers font, I use a lot, the playlist script. And then say if you didn't want the bottom part on here to the new year.
Mm-hmm.
You can click on it and go ungroup. And then you can click on that separately and move it somewhere else if you wanted to say something else, or you can just delete it. And you can, there's just so many things that you can play with here. You can go up here and add a bullet point, or you can adjust the spacing of it, the line height. So that's the easy way. Oh, and also background. You can choose your background here.
You're clicking really fast.
I know, I'm sorry. I need to slow down.
So Rachel, I'm sorry, did you say this is a picture you took that you changed the photo?
Yes, so if you go to your uploads right here in the left-hand side,
Okay.
and upload an image or video,
Okay.
then you can click whatever image you would like. Let's see if I have any saved on here. So say if I needed to add our podcast logo, I can upload that. So if I was highlighting a guest, say if I was highlighting Hip, I already had that photo in here. So I can drag him in here and then add our podcast logo on there because I just uploaded it. I can adjust and make it smaller.
And how do you just drag it?
Yes, well, or you can click it. So if you want if your template has a image already built into the template, then you just grab the photo you want and drag it in there.
Okay.
And then say if I wanted Mark Voisard, he was also in there, I could drag him in there because I already had him uploaded in here. And then I could add, I added the podcast logo, which I chose in my files. There we go. Okay. And then let's see. Say if you said like a cool quote, I could add that in. I'm working in the lobby this morning, and I apologize, people coming to the door. We've been doing mass delivery for the last few weeks.
Rachel, can I ask you a question?
Yes.
When you open a Canva account, the non-paid one, and you go in, you have access to all these pictures and cards and whatever. If I make a card, do I save it and then I can come back to it later and maybe change the picture, change the wording, but I've saved that particular template that I liked?
Yes. One moment, please. I'm sorry. Let's see. Okay, one more time with your question, Dial. I'm so sorry for the interruption.
I'm just making sure that if we set up our account, our non-paid account with Canva, anything that we create, we can save it and go back to it later. We don't have to look through everything or start from scratch again. And just
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
So
Okay.
it's saved automatically. You don't have to press save or anything. And then if you go home, then it's if you go to your designs, all of your designs right here, or it also shows you some of them in this list right here.
Okay, great, thank you.
So these are some of my designs here. And say if you you really like this design, but you want to alter it a little bit, but you don't want to lose this one.
Okay.
I think she's frozen.
I am frozen. Can you see me?
I can see you. Yeah, you're working now, but we lost you when you had your mouse up by download.
Okay, I'm glad I'm back. So if you go to these three dots here, when you're in your designs, you can just do make a copy, and it will duplicate it.
Okay.
So for Dial, if you're
Yes.
interested in making a card.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Walking behind you.
Say good morning to Katie.
Hi, Katie.
Why? Sorry. That's why you didn't answer when I called you.
Hey, Amanda, Joe. I also too, for instance, if I'm trying to do multiple, maybe like templates for like my boss to pick through, and I'm not sure which one she's going to do while I'm in the actual design, I add another page and I'll do like 3 concepts in one, if that makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely.
So when you're in that page, you would actually add a few more and kind of play around with multiple templates, because sometimes you don't know which one you want, or if you're presenting it to a team, you don't know which one they're going to go with. So within that one, I might make like 2 or 3 designs until someone picks, and then I can delete the others.
Yes, great point. So in order to make another page, all you do is, well, you can either add a page and we'll just do a blank one with your background that you chose, or we'll delete that, or you could just copy this and it will duplicate it in the same template, in the same page. And then you can just alter this one the way you want it to look. So thank you, Tiffany. Great point.
You're welcome.
So I'm sorry, when you say alter it, you would just click on a portion of that and then just drag in a different design, a different, okay.
Yes, so let's see. I'll go back to my photos. We'll say, or my uploads, and we'll add in hip here instead. And all of these elements here, you can click this and say that you wanted this one to be yellow. A nice thing that Canva has also implemented is when you're using a logo or an image in your design, it'll actually create a different Pantones of those images in those photos or logo, which is nice. So like when I use our Winter Haven Chamber logo,
Oh, I didn't know that. That's really cool.
yeah, it's great. So let's see, I added our Winter Haven Chamber logo. And again, these are just my uploads. So they're already in here from previous designs I've created. And then when you go click a different element and you change the color, see how it added the Winter Haven colors of the logo that we have selected.
Oh.
Good, that's great.
So it's a good way to find the exact Pantone and color text of your logo without having to figure out what your color family is.
It's very convenient.
Yes. It's also a good way to maintain on brand. So we could go ahead and see all. Let's say we want that one to match our logo a little bit more. And this obviously isn't a design I would actually use. I'm just showing you for a quick way to learn it. So, okay. So we can go over another kind of template. I know Dial said that you're interested in creating cards. Oh, before we do that though, I also wanted to show you something else. So say say that you don't have a photo that you want to use and that you just want to create a pretty photo and add a quote, and you really enjoy, let's say, beaches. You can click on the photo tab over here, and there's a ton of stock photography that, and a lot of it is free, and you can select any of these images that you want, and they pull from just various free stock photography online. So, and you can search whatever you want to create in here. So I can click beach, and see, it'll say in the corner free. And I can just grab this photo of the beach and drag it in. I can adjust it, make it bigger. And then I can go to my text and choose the font I want. I can add a quote in and change the size. There's also different fonts up here. When you see that little yellow crown in the corner, that means that you have to pay for it. So if you decide to use this text, it'll go to try to persuade you to do the paid version. But there's so many different options that you can get away with just doing a free version.
Nice.
And so I see the word upload a font. So if you have a font on your computer you really like, can you upload it onto this? Or what's that?
Yes, yes.
Hmm.
But again, that's something you would for the paid version.
I see. Okay.
Oh.
And another thing that you can do, say that you want this box to be above the beach photo. You can go up here to position and bring it forward. And say that you wanted it to not be so bold. You can go up here to transparency and just bring that down.
Hmm.
Does anybody have any questions on that portion?
So Rachel, would you do the same thing if you were creating a flyer? Say if you had a special event and you just wanted to create a one-page, would it be the same process?
Yes, exactly. So if you go back to the home button, you can see the flyers tab here. And if you don't see the kind of template you want, like I said, you can just search it. So flyer.
Okay.
And it will bring up all of your different flyer templates.
Wow. And then you can change any of the elements that would be on the flyer that you selected, correct?
Yes, yes. So another thing that is neat, so this flyer, this template that I selected, which since COVID-19, Canva implemented a whole new section that includes just already pre-made COVID-19 information and flyers. So say if you wanted to just have a basic flyer for your window for your business, they already have some that you can edit and cater to your own business that you can print out and put on your window. But say that you don't love this image of this mask here, you can delete it, highlight it and delete it, and then go to this Elements tab over here on the left. And there's a ton of just fun graphics that you can choose from. And if you're looking for a certain one, you can just type masks. Thank you. And then you can choose it. And if you wanted this mask to to go with your brand of your logo or your color family, then you can go up here and click the colors of all of the different elements in this graphic and change them, change the color. Oops. And if you add your logo, like we did before, it'll pull those, that color family again. It popped up. And then of course, if there's 2 pages and you don't want to use this page, you can just simply delete it. And then to download, there's a bunch of different options here of, you can integrate it with your Facebook page or your Google Drive, your Dropbox, or you could just simply press the download button.
Now, will that automatically stay on your free page in your folder for the mask flyer?
Like, will it save the template?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. You don't even have to press save. You go
Okay.
to the home button, and then your designs right here, or
Oh,
all of your
cool.
designs here. There it is.
Okay, I've got a couple questions.
Okay.
Your image library, that's a combination of your photos that you've uploaded and then their stock photos. Is that correct?
No. So if you see on the side here, uploads, right here, that is going to be all of the photos that you've uploaded.
Okay.
So all of these that are in here are personal photos of mine that I have used.
Okay.
And if you,
Photos button is the stock photos.
yes.
Okay. All right.
So, and you don't always have to have a place for an image in the template to drag and drop it to. So if I just click on a photo, it'll automatically add it. You can tell me how cute my son is.
I know, he's adorable.
Oh,
My second,
Okay.
my second question is, can you download a flyer as a PDF?
Yes, yes. So it automatically actually downloaded this as a PDF.
Does it ask where to save it, or is it just?
No, it just automatically goes into your download folder, and then you can change where it is from there.
And my third question is there a Canva app?
Yes, yes.
I'll download that.
Which is so fun because you can see, let's see. Let me go to the home button. You can create Canva stories or Instagram stories or Instagram posts that have moving elements. Let's try to find one. Which on the app they pop up like as soon as you open it.
And can you tie your desktop Canva to your phone app?
Yes, so you'll have a login for your when you create your Canva account. So you'll use that same login for your app after you download it. So it'll all be integrated.
so would we need to set up a personal Canva account and a business personal account if we're using them in the two different places?
I would say no.
Okay.
Unless you want to. If you would rather if you want to keep your business work completely separate from what you use it for personally,
Yeah, I think so. Okay.
I use my login for both. I've been using Canva for 5 years now.
Okay.
So I just log in with the same information.
Okay.
To piggyback on that, Canva does allow you, for instance, I share it with my coworkers, so we have a company one that I've created, but Canva also allows you to share your Canva with someone else, so they can kind of like, I guess, maybe you can explain it better in manager, but they're like almost like a partner where they can go in and see your stuff, and you guys can work on projects together. They don't have access to your personal stuff, but you guys can share projects without them having your login. So that's also another feature you can do too.
Yes, absolutely. So if you click the share button up top when you're in your design,
Yeah.
thank you, and then you can just type in an email. So I'll type in my work email. Oops. And then send invite. So then I'll receive an email that invites me to edit this. And then when you go to, let's see, shared with you on your homepage, these are all the designs that have been shared with me in the past to edit.
That's really good. That's in the free version.
Yes, yes. So somebody shared a resume with me before to edit it.
Wow.
And then you can take this template and make it your own. So
That's a nice resume.
yeah. Okay. Is there any other questions or things that we didn't, Tiffany, is there anything that you think of that we haven't touched on?
No, I think you covered a lot of really useful stuff. Canva is just one of those programs where you just have to, keep playing with it. Like, I learned some new stuff today that I didn't even know. So they're constantly making it better and better, which is a good thing, but it's so much to know. You just have to really play with it and practice, I guess, and then you just kind of get better and better at it.
Yes, absolutely. Perfect. And when you guys start to get in here and start playing around and designing your templates, if you have any questions or you can't figure out how to download it or it disappeared or anything like that, please don't hesitate to give me a call or email me at rachel@winterhavenchamber.com.
Thank you, Rachel.
Thanks, Rachel.
All right.
Thank you.
Everyone. Thanks for joining me this morning.
Wow.
Now we're all going on Canva.
Yes.
Hurry and get out of this Zoom meeting.
Show me your designs. Email me your designs so I can see.
Aw,
That's your homework. Awesome.
this was really informational. I'm telling you, this was a great, great session. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm glad that you learned something today.
Yeah, definitely use this.
All right, everyone. Well, I hope you have a great rest of your day and great weekend coming up here. And it's good to see all your faces.
Yours too. Have a good day and stay safe,
Thank you.
everybody.
Bye.
Goodbye.